Hello everyone, this is our third and last session of lesson number 7, importance of soil. Okay, so many things we have learned in this lesson. First we have learned that what is soil. Already we have completed our 2 sessions in which we have completed and revised all the things. Okay, so the last session is for learning a new small point, that is difference between sand and soil, and the overall revision of our lesson. Okay, so first we have learned about soil. What is soil? So soil is the top layer of the earth which is made up of small rocks. Understood? Maybe there is a organic matter, means compulsory there is a organic matter. So that definition is also given in your textbook. So soil is a mixture of sand, small rocks, dead remains of plants and animals, but with that water and air also present in the soil. So that is the definition of soil. Then we have learned that organic matter is present in soil. Now what is the organic matter? So organic matter means the dead remains of plants and animals. Next we have learned about humus. Okay, so humus means what? The top layer of the soil which is a fertile. Understood? Fertile means what? That is important for the plant's growth. Okay, so that humus we have learned in layers of soil also. Okay, so many layers of soils are there. Okay, 5 layers we have learned. So that layers also I have drawn, okay, in first session. So please just take a look of that drawing and learn the layers of soil. Then we have learned uses of soil. Okay, so first one we have learned about agriculture, that we are using the soil for crop production. Then we have learned about water storage. As we know that rain is the main source of water. Okay, rain water is absorbed by the soil and then we take the ground water. So that is related to the water storage. That water we are using for drinking or for other purposes. Then we have learned that the soil is a home for living things. Okay, many animals are living in soil, like rabbit, earthworms, okay, some ants. They are making their home with the help of soil. Then we have learned that many microorganisms are also living in soil. Okay, bacteria, germs, understood, fungi, all these microorganisms are living in soil. Because of the microorganism, because of the nutrients that present in soil, because of the organic matter, the soil becomes fertile. Understood? Then we have learned the another use, that is building material. Okay, we are using soil for making many things that we require for our building construction. See a hut with a mud wall. As we have learned in 3rd standard, okay, we are using in ancient time that people are using soil to give layer to that wall. Okay, in Rajasthan, normally in areas where hot temperature is there, the soil layer is given because soil keeps our house cool. Okay, see the roof tiles, bricks and making pots. Okay, that are the building material use of soil. Then we have learned soil erosion. Erosion means what? Removal of soil. That is known as soil erosion. Many reasons we have learned, that water, wind, okay, many human activities are involved in soil erosion. Then we have learned that the preventive methods of soil erosion. Preventive methods means what? How can we prevent or protect our soil? Understood? How can we protect our soil? So that concept is known as protection or the prevention of soil erosion. So first we have learned that the planting of trees, okay, as the roots of plants hold the soil firmly, okay, that can prevent the soil from erosion. Then we have learned the bunds, okay, the bunds or that layers, steps we have to build across the mountains, hilly area for protecting our soil erosion. Understood? Then last we have learned about soil pollution. As we are using the chemicals, fertilizers for crop production that mixes in soil and that affect the quality of soil. Sometimes directly we are mixing the industrial waste in the soil, in the river. So that is cause the pollution. Okay, the pollution of soil means your soil pollution by many things like human activities. Okay, directly we are throwing plastics and all in the soil. So that plastic is not mixed in the soil properly. Understood? That plastic remains as it is in the soil and decreases the quality of soil. Okay, so for that many things we can do, like we can use the cloth bags, okay, instead of plastic bags. Then for avoiding the pollution, don't use the harmful chemicals while the crop production is there, farming. Okay, in that don't use the chemicals in more amount. Before throwing the industrial waste and houses, we have to treat that waste, okay, so we can avoid or we can prevent the soil pollution. So like that we have completed our revision. Now next main point is the difference between sand and soil. Before that, one block is there, that is be amazed. In that, see textbook page number 39. A small spoonful of soil may contain 5,000 to 7,000 types of bacteria. See how many organisms, microorganisms are living in one spoon of soil. So imagine that surrounding us there is a soil. So how many bacteria are present there? And that's why your mother is saying or teachers are saying to you, while playing or after playing you have to wash your hands and legs, as there are the germs and that can be affect your health. Okay, so keep in mind that too. And the last point, that is sand and soil. Already we have learned about types of soil in 3rd standard. In that many soil we have learned like sandy soil, clay soil, black soil, red soil. Okay, but the main difference in the sand and soil is that the content of both. Means in soil organic matter is present, water, air is present, correct? Small stones are there, but in case of sand, okay, organic matter is normally not present in sand. Understood? Then soil we can use for crop, means for farming, for plant growth, but we cannot use sand for that. As in sand, water holding capacity is less as compared to the soil. Okay, take one bowl of sand, one bowl of soil. Okay, black soil. Our area black soil can be available easily. So take soil, take sand, put water, and then check which soil is holding water properly and in more amount. So you will see that sand is holding water in less amount. Okay, so like that there is a difference between sand and soil. Normally in our Maharashtra, sand is not there. Okay, and at the seashore the sand is available. But we are not using that sand for cultivation, for plants, for crops. Okay, we are using that sand for construction purposes. Understood the difference? The small point is there, the difference between sand and soil. So like that we have completed our lesson in which we have learned all these things and the difference between sand and soil. Then one another fun is given in your textbook page number 40. See, social studies fun. See that based on the amount of minerals present in the soil, as I have told you, nutrients are present in the soil. Correct? So that nutrient means your minerals. It may vary in color from region to region. Okay, we can see here black soil is also available in our India. Red soil is also there. Okay. So there is a change as we are changing region or area. For example, black soil is usually found in the states of Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh. Okay, in Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh, the soil is in black color. And we find red soil in some parts of some parts of Karnataka and southeast Maharashtra. That in Konkan. Now we are living in Konkan. In our Konkan, there is a red soil. So like that, many interesting facts are there about soil. So revise all the things. Now start to write your workbook. Afterwards, I will send the pictures of workbook. Like that, cross check your answer. Revise the things, okay, and do your homework properly on time. Till stay home, stay safe, and thank you.